Gemini Omni is one of the most incredible video models right now, but most people have no idea how to use it the right way.
While using it with your AI avatar is certainly a lot of fun, if that's all you're using it for, then you're only using about 10% of its potential.
In this video, I'll help you unlock the other 90% and show you some of the wild things that you can do with Omni, and I'll even share specific prompts with you that you can steal. So for this video, I really want to focus on 5 specific strengths of Omni that I think most people are sleeping on. The first one is how good Omni is at editing real videos. Most of those clips that you just watched were real videos that I then edited with Omni. There are 2 places you can access Omni. The first one is directly inside the Gemini app. Here's an example of that. I uploaded this video of my dog sleeping, and then I asked Omni to make a little cartoon bubble appearing above his head, and it shows that he's dreaming about running through a field and eating treats, and this is what it came up with. So pretty cute, and if you just want to make some quick videos for fun, it's more than fine to use Gemini for that. Personally, I prefer to use Omni inside of Google Flow. It's a little bit more control that it gives you, and it's easier for iterating, so when it creates a video, you can ask for changes. If you've never used Flow before, this is included with your Google AI subscription, and you can find it at this link right here. Then you can click on New Project. Then you want to click on this plus icon and click on Upload Media, and you can upload up to a 10-second clip. So this is the video that I uploaded. I took this video at the beach when I was in California recently. You can see I'm by myself here. So let's change that. I will click on this plus icon again and select the video that I just uploaded. I'll make sure on this dropdown I have video selected and that Omni Flash is selected. By default, it should choose the correct length for you. So you can see it chose 10-second length for me. That's based on the ingredient, which was the video I put in. And that should dynamically change based on how long your video is. And now I'll just tell it something like, edit this video so there's a large crowd on the beach behind me. A few seconds later, and it's now done. So let's see what it made for us. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Now this one was one-shotted, meaning we just gave it one prompt and it gave us exactly what we wanted. But the real strength of Omni is when you iterate on videos that it creates for you. I have a good example of that right here. So this was the video from the intro, and you can see that this was the original video where it just held up this, whatever this thing is, and it covers my face entirely. So then I asked it to create this before and after effect where it turns that clear. So we can see that video actually right here. And you can see how it does the swipe and then changes it to clear. This was the prompt that I used for it. I said, turn this video into a before and after. 3 seconds in, I want to swipe from the side to represent the after, and the after will transform the thing the guy's holding in front of his face to be perfectly clear, like it's a sheet of glass. Now, I was pretty happy with that, but I realized that I didn't put words on the screen. I wanted to say before and after. So then I just gave it another prompt and told it for the first 3 seconds before the swipe, have it say on the bottom left before, and then after the swipe, change it so on the bottom left, it says edited with Omni. So then it didn't edit the original video, it edited the one that it just generated. And then of course it made this video that you saw before, where it said before, and then it swipes and it shows edited with Omni. So that's what I mean by iterating. It means having it generate a video for you and then ask for changes. So let me show you how that works, because it can be a little bit confusing with Flow. So coming back to this project, this was the original video and this was the one that was generated. So what I'll do now is I will clear out this prompt by clicking on that X. And now I will add to the prompt the new video that was generated with the crowd. You can do that by clicking on the plus icon. Here you can see the original video, and here's the one with the crowd. I will check it to make sure it's the right one. It is, so I'll click on Add to Prompt. And now I'll tell it what changes I want. We'll keep this simple. I'll just say, make it a sunny day. And here you go. Now we have the same video as the one that was generated, except now it's a sunny day. Now, as good as Omni is, it is not perfect. So sometimes it's better not to try to iterate if the generation is just way off. So here's an example of that. You saw this earlier. So this was the original video. You can see I'm holding up this water bottle. And what I wanted was for the water bottle to transform into the chicken while I was holding it. So this was the prompt that I used for it. I said at the 1 second or so mark, change the water bottle into a rubber chicken. But it didn't quite do that. It was a rubber chicken from the very beginning, which is still very impressive, but it doesn't look great on camera because I wanted you guys to see that transformation. It also changed some other things I didn't like. So instead of iterating on this and having it try to fix what was wrong, I just gave it this video again and gave it a slightly different prompt telling it, okay, now at 2 seconds in, I want you to change the water bottle and then some other changes. Unfortunately, it still got it wrong, but it was closer to what I wanted. So just be aware of that sometimes it's just not going to do what you want it to do. Next, I want to talk about how good Omni is at camera movements and editing other videos to add camera movements into them. So if we iterate on the video we've been working on, the one of me at the beach, here I'll give it a new prompt telling it to make the camera zoom out to turn this into a drone shot. Did something a little bit interesting here, but overall I think it turned out really well. So if you watch this video, you can see it starts out the same. It does this weird reset, but then after that, it turns out really nice where it zooms out into this drone shot while maintaining the setting, the same location on the beach, the same cliffs in the background, the same parking lot in the bottom right-hand corner. So overall, it's really good. If we just kind of cut out those first 3 seconds, it's very usable. You can even see in my hands, I'm holding a drone controller, which is pretty interesting. So this isn't the only way you can mess around with camera movements with Omni. Here's another example. This one has been going viral. If you upload an image and add these lines into it, telling it where you want the camera to move through this scene, it will actually follow those arrows with the camera. So let's take a look at this. You can see right here, it swoops past these trees. It goes under this bridge. There's a little bit of mistake there, and then it comes under the bridge. And it really feels like a drone shot. The way it moves, the movements of it, how smooth it is, it really feels like a drone, which is super awesome. Again, just a little bit of mistake right around here where it makes part of the bridge, kind of like disappear there, and then it reappears later, I think. But overall, the camera movements, if we focus on that, are super impressive. And the fact that it was able to follow this line is really awesome. So the prompt that I used for that is this one. I just said, the camera follows the arrows in the reference image. It's one continuous uninterrupted shot. Remove the arrows from the image. The video is filmed from the POV of a drone, following the lines and always facing in the direction the drone is flying. Another really neat thing you can do with Omni is translations. So here I was sending a birthday message to my friend, and I wanted to send it to her in 5 different languages. So for this one, I use my avatar. So to show you what that looks like, I just click on this plus icon, and here you can select your avatar. This is something I set up inside the Gemini app. And then you can give it a message like this. So me saying in French, hey, I just want to wish you a happy birthday and say that I miss you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday. So this is the French version.
Hey, je voulais juste te souhaiter un joyeux anniversaire et te dire que tu me manques tellement. J'espère que tu passeras une merveilleuse journée. Joyeux anniversaire.
And using Google Translate, that appears to be correct. I don't speak French, but Google Translate says that's correct. And then I did it in Spanish.
Hola, solo quería desearte un feliz cumpleaños y decirte que te extraño mucho. Espero que tengas un día maravilloso. Feliz cumpleaños.
And then I did in a few other languages, like I said, Vulcan.
Hey, Vadular Narmak Nishichan.
I have no idea if that's right because Google Translate doesn't have Vulcan. I even had it do ASL, but I'm not sure
I just wanted to
if that's right. And then finally we have Latin. Also couldn't check that one. But the French and Spanish ones do appear to be correct. So yeah, translations, it appears to do a really good job at. I think part of the reason it's so good at translating and using different languages is because of its fourth strength, which is real world understanding. You see, you don't have to give it all the information that you want inside the video you're having generated. You can just tell it to create something about a subject or topic, and it will actually go out and find the information to bring into the video. Here's a couple examples of that. So I wanted an explainer video talking about how rocket ships work. And all I said to it was create an explainer video that explains how rockets work. That is it. And this is what it came up with.
Rockets work on a simple principle of action and reaction. By burning fuel, they create high-pressure gas that pushes down, and that pushes the rocket straight up into space.
Yeah, so really impressive, especially it added that avatar in the bottom right-hand corner. That I think looks really nice. Here's another example. This is the same prompt, but I told it to explain how earthquakes work.
Ever wonder what really causes an earthquake? Our Earth's surface is made of giant puzzle pieces called tectonic plates. They constantly move, getting stuck at the edges and building up massive
I just think that is super impressive that it did that and made that with such a simple prompt. Now, you're not limited to explainer videos though. Here's something else that's been going viral. If you upload a video that you recorded from the POV of inside your car as you're driving, or someone else is driving and you're a passenger, and you upload a screenshot of anywhere in the world on Google Maps. So here I have downtown Manhattan. You can tell Omni to edit the video so the car is driving in the area screenshotted in the image. One continuous shot, keep the same POV as the original video. And check this out. As someone who used to live in New York, this looks like downtown Manhattan. There are mistakes in the video, but overall, it really feels like downtown Manhattan. I then decided to iterate on that, and I said, POV from inside a car looking out the front windshield. The car is driving in the location screenshotted in the image, one continuous shot. So basically the same exact prompt, but this time the screenshot I gave it was of London. Now notice what's the same in these two thumbnails. We have the same dashboard, the same rear view camera, the same stickers on the window. All of that is the same. It's only the location that has changed. And as it goes along, it really looks like London. Like we have a lot of same monuments, we have the Eye, we have Big Ben. So all of that's there. It is very impressive that it's just able to change that part while still maintaining the car. And finally, let's talk about how good Omni is at rendering text, because it is very good at it. We've already seen some examples of that with the explainer videos where we have text in those videos, but you can even do that for videos that you uploaded, real videos. So here's an example of that. I uploaded this video right here, which is just a video I took on my phone of some flowers I have in my house, like this orchid. And then I told it to add simple overlaid text labels that describe the different parts of this flower, AI styled text. And this is what it's done. You can see it labels the different parts of the flower, and the text exists in 3D space. So as I move around, the text stays locked. So that's Omni. I hope you understand now what makes it so unique and what its different strengths are. It's definitely not perfect, but if you know how to use it the right way, you can get some pretty incredible results. Now I have a quick favor to ask. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I make tutorials like this every week, teaching you how to use the best AI tools. So if you don't want to miss out on any future videos that I release, definitely make sure you subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.